So here we are, we're back. It's part 2 of the TM recoil kind of overview. Now, if you've watched the first video, kind of the unboxing, we saw it in its standard state. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through the processes that I would do to make this what I call game ready. In other words, ready to perform at its best and most efficient for when we're going to a skirmish. So let me just show you a couple of the stages that we're going to be doing, and then we're going to actually do them, and then we'll see what's happened to this and how it performs once we've finished. So step 1 we're going to need to do is durability. Now this, as a standard production model, as we know, was doing around 0.8 of a joule on the kind of basic ammo. If we want to push the boundaries of it, there are a few things we need to step up the game with, just so that that doesn't kill itself if we push it a bit further. And those are going to be the following. In no particular order, we'll start with the bushings. They are 6mm bushings. They are basically what hold the gears in place. We need them to be durable because inside that, as standard, it's going to be nylon. So we need to sort that bit out. The next stage we're going to do is we're going to put in a different piston because that has metal teeth on it. Basically, again, the standard one is made of plastic. It's going to wear, it's going to break if we push it too hard. When we replace that, it's going to need a piston head on the top of it. And the other thing we're going to be doing is swapping out the spring guide. Now, of all the bits, that's probably going to be the least bit to fail in there. But the reason we want this is this has the ball bearings on there. So it basically means as the spring compresses, it can rotate within there, just allowing a smoother compression each stroke of the piston. So that'll be stage 1 for the gearbox. It's going to be durability. So the next step is going to be the overall performance. So for that, we're going to put a stronger spring in. Now I know what you're thinking, that's not an NGRS spring, I know, but it'll fit, trust me. Next bit, we're going to change the motor, and I'm really going to do that, not that the one that's in there is a bad one, but we're going to do that just because I feel I would quite like to, and it just accommodates the extra bit of torque that's needed, just to keep it snappy with the new spring in. And of course, we'll make sure the gearbox is all shimmed. Now the next step is going to be range and accuracy. So the next step is going to be this. Now that, I don't know if the camera's going to see this in the pack, but that is a 6.02mm barrel in terms of the internal diameter, and it's a 363mm in length, which is the correct length for that. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to accompany that with a MR hop, which is probably a little bit overkill for what we're doing, but hell, we're going to do it anyway, just because we want to lift heavier BBs. And of course, the all-in point Omega nub, that works with that to give you the most effective lift on the BB. So that's going to sort out our range. And there is one final step, which is that is going to be controlling it. This is one of the Gate Titans. This is the NGRS rear wired advanced set, so it comes with all the USB control. So basically we can set up the various settings to ensure we keep this under control and performing as it should do, nice and responsive. We can set up things like burst modes and the various settings that this is going to offer us. So we're going to replace all the original trigger system with this. So what we need to do now is open this, and we can quickly see these going in. Okay, so step 1, as we know, was going to be for the durability. And that basically means we are going to take the little plastic nylon bushings that are here on all of the gear axles. We're going to replace them with some metal ones so that they're more durable, more robust. And as we can see on the piston here, that is all plastic teeth. So we can see that there, it's all plastic. So that will come out, we'll have something with a full metal rack on it. So that it's, again, just from a durability point of view, these will start to wear at this back end if we push them too hard and for too long with heavier springs in them. So we're going to replace all of those, and then we can get on and remove all the trigger set to get the Titan in. The standard gear set, I would say, is fine. I see absolutely nothing wrong with the gears. It's not often I see those fails. We just make sure they're shimmed and aligned with the new motor okay, and then that should make that pretty much invincible to a point. So nice and durable with what we hope to achieve from the build. So that is with our new bushings in. So they're all in, nice and snug, ready for the gears. And we've also, just Just done a little bit of radiusing on the front of the gearbox. Is that basically there to reduce the forward impact force and hopefully eliminate the risk of it cracking the gearbox. Okay, so we've got all the gears in with the new bushings, all nicely shimmed. We have the piston in, ready to go. Next job is the Titan. So that bit's our USB link, that's how we program it, so we don't need that for now, so let's put that to one side. Nice. Okay, so that's the Titan in, dead easy. All we've got to do now is reassemble everything with the gearbox and we can work on the barrel and hop. Okay, with it all reassembled, a 7.4 volt battery connected, we now have a nice, responsive, smooth running gearbox. So let's move on to the barrel and the hop. And there we then have the new barrel with the Maple Leaf MR hop, which has replaced the original barrel. Not that I would say there's too much bad with that, but just because I wanted to, I could, so we did. But more importantly, even though I do think these hot rubbers, as they are, as a standard thing, are very, very good, we want to lift the heavier BB, so we've gone with the MR, which is basically a bigger pad contacting the BB across a larger surface area to help lift the heavier BBs. So that is why we've replaced those. Going to give us better range, consistency. Now all we have to do is reassemble the whole thing so that we have a complete toy again. So that then brings us to this point in the video. Now, we've seen in the earlier part, which was recorded a little while ago, and I'll explain why in a moment, everything that has gone into this to get this game ready. Now, because we got it to game ready, I have since been able to take this to a game. So I took it to the AI 500 weekend, which has just gone, and I was able to give that a damn good test throughout the whole Saturday and Sunday game with all the new improvements, getting it up to top performance.
Sorry, lads.
So we've now got it back here after the event, and we can put this on the bench again, and we can just have a quick look at the chrono readings just to see what we were performing on now that it's had a good test on it. So let's get the chrono out. Let's put some 3.2 BBs, as that's what I've been running in it. Also, if you're interested and you want to see some of that gameplay footage, if you just look on my channel, the previous video uploaded to this is the gameplay where I'm running around with this, using it against the enemy players. So that's absolutely perfect. So let's get a chrono on it and see how it's currently performing. Okay, so here's our chrono, 0.32 gram BBs, 267, 266, 271, 273, 273, 275, 274. Okay, so awesome. Let's just do a quick burst on full auto. So absolutely phenomenal. So that has given us an amazing reading with those weight BBs. We have got 1.1 joules at 272 FPS, and that was doing 16 rounds per second on the 7.4 battery, of which we wouldn't expect any more than that rate of fire-wise. Being the recoil, I think I've said before, I wouldn't ever run that faster than that, purely because I feel you'd end up damaging something. So there you go. That is how you make a TM recoil absolutely awesome. So hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.